Yo, what's up, movie people? I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Movie News. We got some more big news to talk about today. We got Pixar news, new Spider-Man movie news, and we got, of course, the Flash box office to talk about, and it's not looking good. Let's get right to the news. Alright, first up on our news, we have two new release dates for two untitled Marvel Sony movies just got announced. November 8th, 2024, and June 27th, 2025. So, we've been kind of speculating, when is Tom Holland going to come back for Spider-Man 4? He's taking a little break right now, but I'm estimating that one of these is his movie. I'm guessing that is probably June 27th, 2025, because they're still in the writing stage, and they probably won't film until mid 2024, late 2024. So the June 27th one seems like it could be Spider-Man 4. November 8th, 2024. I'm thinking that one could be Venom 3, because I think they're starting to film on that one soon. Or we could have bad news and Beyond the Spider-Verse could be delayed. But this is for two new movies, so I'm not really thinking that correlates. So I'm thinking maybe Venom 3. But I'm just happy that we got more news of when Spider-Man 4 is going to come out. So who knows, maybe that will come out soon. Next up, we got news for both Woody and Buzz are returning for Toy Story 5. I'm kind of mixed on this, because if it's a sequel to Toy Story 4, this makes no sense. Because Toy Story 4 was basically an epilogue and an end to Woody's story. So I don't know why they would bring him back, but maybe it could be a prequel. I'm not really sure how they're going to handle this. But with Pixar, I can always count on them to make a good movie with an amazing story. But because that's what Toy Story 4 was. It was something that we didn't need, but I really appreciated what they did with it. And I thought the story and the emotion was just fantastic on how they handled everything. We just had Netflix's event this past weekend, To Dumb, where they talk about their upcoming stuff. It's not really an event that you got to watch live because it's not too big. But I'm going to talk about some of the announcements here. Extraction 3 is officially in the works at Netflix. I've been anticipating this news after watching Extraction 2. Check out my reviews on my channel. Extraction 2 was so much fun, so good. So I cannot wait for Extraction 3. Chris Hemsworth and Sam Hargrave are an excellent duo. Penn Badgley teases that many of Joe's loose ends will come to play in the final season of You. I still haven't even watched the second half of You season 4, I think it was, because the first half really did irk me the wrong way. I think that the show just went a little too much for me to handle, and I didn't like the style. I didn't like any of the side characters. So, before season 5, which I think is last season, I'll go back and finish season 4. But I'm just hoping that they get back to what made this show great, and just being a simple show, with great side characters that you kind of root for against Joe. But, I just did not really vibe with season 4 part 1. It just wasn't my thing. And then we got Netflix's live action One Piece series releases on August 31st. So they did show some footage for One Piece, the live action series. I'm putting it on screen right now, hopefully. And I'm not very familiar with One Piece. A lot of my friends have watched One Piece. It's a very long show, over 3,000 episodes or something. But it's a very popular anime show. I've always wanted to get into it, but it's just so scary to see that many episodes. But, I probably will tune into the live action series. It looks pretty fun. Sometimes Netflix does a bad job with their anime live action series, but I think this one looks pretty fun. Let me know what you guys think if you've seen One Piece. How do you think this series looks? Then we got some new Stranger Things 5 news. Not much big news, but Linda Hamilton from the Terminator franchise has joined the cast of Stranger Things Season 5. So, that's one big player coming to Stranger Things 5. We might have more soon, but news on Stranger Things 5 isn't coming that much, but that's a little bit of news right there. And now we got the biggest news probably. Avatar: The Last Airbender live action Netflix series is coming out 2024. We got our first images of this series. We got Avatar Aang right here. I still find it weird to see just Aang on live action. It just doesn't sit well. But he doesn't look bad. And we got Katara. She looks awesome. I love the costumes. They got the costumes done so well. Sokka, he looks great. And we got, last of all, we got Prince Zuko. I like Zuko's outfit right here. He looks so cool. Some of these pictures, I think they look good, but they don't look great. They haven't pulled me in yet, but I'm still probably going to watch the show. I just need to see footage of the show, like a whole trailer. That'll probably pull me in when I see that. But, I don't think they look bad. They just haven't pulled me in all the way yet. And big news, the Mission Impossible franchise will not end with Dead Reckoning Part 2, confirms their director, Christopher McQuarrie. So, I was kind of expecting this. I'm kind of expecting them to go down different spin-offs after Dead Reckoning, because Dead Reckoning is probably going to be the end of the story for Ethan, his character, but I'm expecting that they're going to go down many different paths with side characters, and I'm actually excited because each Mission Impossible movie gets better after each one, but let's see if Dead Reckoning can get better than Fallout, because that would be a high standard for them to do that. But I'm very excited for this because they get better with each one. We got our biggest news though of the week. The Flash is set to debut with an estimated 3-day opening of $55.1 million and a 4-day $64 million at a domestic box office. Wow, this movie is just not doing well. I saw the movie early and I liked it a decent bit. I thought it was great after I first saw it, but the more I think about it, I don't think it's as great as I thought it was. I still like it a lot. I still think it's pretty good. But I lowered my rating from an 8 to a 7, so that's that. But this opening is just horrible. DC is just, it's not doing well. I think it's because general audiences have just gone away with DC. They're just not connected with it anymore. And it's going to be hard for Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 to really even do anything after this, because they marketed this heavy and they had even celebrities talking about it, and they only opened with this much. That is not good. And what makes me kind of thinking is that DC should have just taken like a 5-year break, man. They're already going into a new movie after this one, and I think they just need to let audiences rest from DC, because I think general audiences are just going to be confused when Superman Legacy comes out, and that's because the brand is just diminishing themselves by not letting people know what's really happening. Because I was even confused at the end of this movie of what universe are we in, and is this the new universe? Because James Gunn isn't really explaining if this is the new universe. So, I'm confused, general audience is confused, and this movie is just not doing well at the box office. 54 million opening for a 3-day is not good, and it looks like the next week drop will just not be good at all. I think that the drop next week is just not going to be good. We'll see how it does on the weekdays, but overall, it's just not doing good for The Flash, man. It's not doing good. There's a lot of controversy around it, but I think it's just general audiences do not want to go see this movie. So that's it for movie news. Let me know what you guys thought of these topics today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.